Yes, guys, welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. I hope you are. Or the second West Ham news show of the day. I just can't keep away. Or the better word to say is, or the better sense to say is West Ham news. Can't keep away because yet more news is breaking this morning. So I'm going to report it to you right in this video. Before we get into it, drop a like on today's video. Subscribe if you are new around here. Subscribe to West Ham Unofficial. It's free and it would help the channel out massively. So click that big red button that says subscribe. So we're going to get straight on in with it then. The first thing I'm going to look at today in this edition of the West Ham News Show is in FREDERIK ALVES. We saw him, for me, the first time last night I seen him play a full 90 minutes. He was playing for Denmark under-21s versus Germany under-21s, but in the end they lost. It was 2-2 after extra time, but Germany won on penalties. Now, just to sum up this game, there was lots of really good chances. Germany really put the pressure on in the first half, and it was just complete one-way traffic towards the Denmark defence. And, in the second half, but they didn't end up scoring. There was just no end product. They could have at least scored 3 goals in that first half, but there was just no end product there. Not at all. So they didn't score at all. Then in the second half, the roles reversed. The team swapped roles. I thought Denmark were looking the better side. Pretty much one-way traffic every now and then. Germany would go on the break and look a little bit dangerous, but it's just that final movement, that final touch, that final shot just let both teams down in this first hour of this game. Obviously, then there was a couple of goals. Denmark scored first, and then Germany piled the pressure on. And I think the Denmark defence coped with it all right. Yes, they conceded just near the end to take it into extra time, and in the end they lost the game. But let's focus on FREDERIK ALVES then. I didn't really know what to expect. I'm going to be completely honest with you. But I wasn't. Jesus Christ, he was amazing today. I didn't get that feeling. I just thought, I don't know. It was quite a difficult. It's a difficult thing because I've never seen him play it before. I didn't know what to expect. They did manage to cope, and I think he coped okay in the first half with the pretty much Germany's dominant 45 minutes. They didn't concede. That's the main thing. He just looked a bit untidy, not so much dominant as I would have liked. He's a really tall lad, and from corners, and balls in, he just looked a bit nervous, didn't quite know what to do. I don't know whether any of you agree. I thought he did all right, but he just didn't for me. He just didn't. I thought personally really dominate the way that you need to in the Premier League to be a successful centre back. Because I think yes, he's young and he probably needs to be sent out on loan somewhere. I'm going to be completely honest with you. With what I saw last night, if you can't be really dominant in an under-21 game, I don't think you're going to be able to do that for a couple of years in the Premier League. So for me, he needs to be sent out on loan because we've heard lots and lots of good things about this lad. Let's be completely honest with you. I mean, we signed him. Let's just track back a bit. We signed him in January, I do believe, from I think it was Skiborg or a side like that. I'm just going to have a look. I think it was about £1.3 million we signed him, and people were saying this lad, they've seen him, this lad has got some real talent. £1.44 million we got him for from FC Silkeborg, that's it. And people were saying, this is a really good centre back. Centre back. What's the word? Centre back. Backup for the moment, and then in a couple of years' time, he's going to burst onto the scene and be a fantastic centre back for West Ham United. Who knows? But it's definitely one for the future. But yeah, in this game, he didn't really impress me. He didn't look in control, and he did do in the second half quite a few really nice blocks out. No nonsense at times. Just get the ball out, lump it up pitch, which I like to see. He wasn't trying to mess around with it at the back, do any skills. Just no nonsense. A bit like Craig Dawson for me, or Angelo Bonner. Just get it up, just get it gone. In my opinion, so that was okay. His game in numbers. Then let's have a little look from Dan Wofferden, who put this on Twitter. So thank you very much, Dan, if you do watch this. So FREDERIK ALVES game in numbers versus Germany under-21s. 106 total touches, 95% pass accuracy. Yeah, they were they were playing it along the back line quite a lot, and then when they saw an opening, he made a few good passes through into the midfield. 10 clearance, 6 long passes attempted, 4 long passes completed, and he was dribbled past 0 times, which, yeah, I agree with. His stats look like he had a fantastic game, but I wasn't wholly impressed with him. I'm going to be completely honest. He was okay. I was focusing on him a lot. Good passing, not messing around with it at the back, and I thought he did all right. So one for the future, perhaps we can see him in pre-season in the summer, because we're going to have to split our seat. We are going to have to split our side into 2 at one point. So we will definitely see him in the summer and see what he can do for West Ham. But definitely not quite ready for the Premier League yet. Next story then is FREDERIK. That is FREDERIK ALVES. Alex KRAL. Is he incoming? I think he is. We're going to try and get this done by the start of the Euros, hopefully for around £14 million, and personal terms have been agreed. I wasn't going to do the video on it because X put it on Patreon this morning, but it's just come out on Twitter. It's blown up. Everyone's putting it on there, so I'm going to report it now because it's already out there on Twitter. Because I don't like to talk about things whilst it's only being reported on the Patreon, because that's unfair to X. But it's come out and everyone's reporting it over Twitter, and personal terms are agreed with Alex KRAL. Contract is agreed. He's happy to come to West Ham. All that needs to be done now is settle a transfer fee, and then he will be a West Ham player. And he's hoping, and West Ham are hoping we can get this done by the start of the Euros, which is 10 days away. So we've got 7 days to a week to get this deal done. And, the 21st of June, we could see England versus the Czech Republic. Perhaps Jesse Lingard. I'm going to come on to him very, very briefly at the end. Jesse Lingard, Declan Rice, and then for the Czech Republic, we're going to see Soufal Soucek and Alex KRAL, all 3 West Ham United players. So that'll be a very intriguing game to watch him for the first time in that international game if we do sign him. I'm really, really happy about this. We have not messed around. David Moyes has not messed around with signings. I was hoping he wasn't going to do that. We're going to look at some players in a couple of weeks' time. He's been forced, so he's like, yeah, look, listen, I need a central midfielder. This geezer looks good. Now we've got the intent. We've done it, and let's hope we can get the transfer deal done in the next week, because that would, put some intent out there that we're going to spend some money this summer and we're not going to hang around with it, which I like to hear. Next story, Chelsea have finally accepted that Declan Rice will not be leaving West Ham United this summer. Chelsea have been priced out of a deal for the midfielder, leading Thomas Tuchel to already look at other options that are more realistic. Now, I saw this just a couple of minutes before I was going to go and record this, and I thought, yeah, the Daily Star are doing that. Thank you very much. They've moved on. Goodbye. You are not having Declan Rice. Thank you very much. And off you pop. I like that. If that's true, that's good. West Ham holding firm that we want to keep this man for at least another 1 to 2 years, and we're not going to sell him to Chelsea just down the road from us in London, which, I like to hear. It's really, really good stuff that we are being forceful with these players. And, if a bid come in, we're not going to, should we take this or not? We are being, we're already bringing a player in and we're saying, no, these players are not for sale. Very good from West Ham and David Moyes, I think. And the last one is the Athletic are reporting that Jesse Lingard is not going to be part of Gareth Southgate's 26-man England squad. Now, the official announcement comes out later on today, but the Athletic have got some pretty decent sources on hearing. So, this is probably going to be true, that Jesse Lingard will not be in the squad. I mean, Mason Greenwood's already had to pull out due to injury. Shame for him. I mean, what's being reported, players that are going to be out: James Ward-Prowse, Ben White, Ben Godfrey, the goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale. These players have been reported. No one's really said Jesse Lingard until today. I mean, surely he should be in here. What he did for West Ham in the first 10 games, it must warrant him to at least be in and around the squad, because he's such a good, even if he doesn't start every game, he's such a good weapon to bring on with a bit of energy, bring us up the pitch. Look at that goal against Wolves. He's capable of doing that, and he could be a match winner, even if he just comes off the bench. I think he would be a really, really good handy tool for Gareth Southgate to have. But that might be true. It might not be. We will find out at some point this afternoon. Anyway, lots of news is breaking. I'm bringing it to you back again just to reiterate then. Alves impressed me, but not quite as dominant as I would have liked, and probably not ready for the Premier League. Alex KRAL has agreed personal terms, and all his need the only thing that is needed now is for a transfer fee and all of that to be sorted, and Alex KRAL will be a West Ham United player. And Chelsea have finally accepted that Declan Rice is not for sale and he's not going to Chelsea. Very, very good. And of course, as I just said, Jesse Lingard will probably not be in the England squad. Bit of a disappointment that, but that means we can have our full priority to, sign this man. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on today's video, subscribe if you're new around here, and from me, come on your eyes. Lots of news is breaking, so I hope you've enjoyed today's video. And yeah, come on your eyes. I'll see you very, very soon.